Hey, it's Dave Wheeler from Town Square Media here with a helpful guide how to run sound for Boilermaker weekend inside WLZW van. So here's the deal, let's head over to the van. First things first, you have to make sure the van is on at all times to make this work. So turn the van on around the time that you need the sound, so obviously at the start of the race. Next step is this inverter that's inside the van, make sure it's hanging outside the door and make sure you turn it on. You'll hear a little fan sound. Plug your computer into here as well. Next step, there's a speaker on this front seat. You don't see it right now because I already put my laptop up there. Just set the speaker on top of the van and aim it any way you need. I left the speaker off and the sound turned down all the way. Bass level, I would say leave it in the middle or maybe just a notch over. Treble, you can leave right around that notch as well. So let's turn the speaker on. You'll see that red light pop. The green one will always be on at all times. Just in case anything gets unplugged, which it shouldn't because I'm leaving everything plugged in. This cable is plugged into this port. Then it runs inside the van, this little black cable, and this will plug into your headphone jack on your laptop. Please excuse my laptop being dusty. So once you have that ready to roll, load up the playlist. I'm using Windows Movie Maker. I'm using Windows Media Player. Make sure you have the music in Windows Media Player. When you're ready to go, make sure the speaker volume is up. I would say turn it up to about here, in between these two notches. If it's too loud right away, and during certain songs, you'll see this red light blink. You don't want that to be consistent, so you might have to adjust it a little bit. Make sure your volume is all the way up on your laptop, and also make sure the volume is all the way up on Windows Media Player. So, I will click play, and you will hear the theme song to Rocky as the first song. Now, this song is a little bit lower volume than the rest of them. So, if you'd like to, you can actually probably crank this one all the way up a little bit more. I'm going to pause it real quick just to show you what happens later in the track because you don't want it that loud for everything else. So it's pretty easy to do. The power should last this time. The inverter is not going to draw that much juice from the van like it did last year. Your laptop and this speaker are perfectly fine to be left plugged in. My only advice, like I said, is make sure the inverter is hanging outside the van just in case it overheats, which it won't. Leave this door open on the other side because most likely you're going to be parked with the side of the van with the door open facing the grass in the usual area that you are, and that speaker facing the runners as they start at 8 o'clock. If you have any questions, you can always text me. I'm out on the course as well with another one of our radio stations. Very important, when you're done, what you do, turn the volume down on the speaker, turn it off. Also, make sure you shut this inverter off. And at that point, you're good to pack up and head on home.